I want you to take your time and watch some of the stocks that are doing very well in the Ghanaian stock market this year, so that you know which stock to buy at this moment if you are thinking of buying a stock.
Ecobank Transnational ETI 174%, Cowbank Ghana PLC 114%, Clandestine Ghana they have 100%, Total Ghana 83%, and then SIC 81%. Now these are not local numbers. These are percentages of performance of shares on the Ghana stock market, the first 5 for the first quarter of 2025 this year. Now, the beginning of the year, I came your way with some shares that you should consider investing in. And I did a video on the shares that are performing for the last year, 2024. Now, for the first quarter of the year, these are shares that have also performed the first 5, and these are the shares that I mentioned. So let's go straight into action and look at the other shares that have performed within the same period. And as I said, the first performing share as we speak first quarter is Ecobank Transnational. They have done 174% on the share price from the beginning of the year till end of March. 174% jump in the share price. The second that we have is Cowbank. Cowbank has also experienced 114% jump in the share price from beginning of the year till now. The third one is Clandestine. They have done 100% growth in the share price as we speak. Total has done 83%, and then SIC 81%. If you look at the total list that I shared about 2 days ago, you see a number of other institutions. MTN is doing around 21-something%. You have GCB doing something. These are all shares that are performing well in the stock market. So guys, if you are considering going into other forms of investment because of treasury bill rates going down, then shares are one of the areas that you should consider, especially in the year 2025. If you look at the performance that we are seeing so far for the first quarter, that gives indication that shares are going to perform well at the end of the year. Don't forget last year, we had a company like Unilever doing over 100%. MTN did over 83%. So it means that consistently, these are shares that are performing over the period of time. So perhaps if you are watching this video and you don't know what shares are about, shares are basically investing in other people's company, expecting returns. The returns that you can get from the investment are in 2 folds. One, the share price. So you bought the share at, let's say, 30 pesos, and now the share price at 74 pesos. If you sell the share at that time, it means that you have made a profit between 30 pesos and then 74 pesos. So that's what we call the capital gain. You make profit from capital gain. The second way you can also make profit is through what we call dividends. When the company makes profit in a year, they share the dividends. And this month, MTN, for example, is going to share dividends to all their shareholders that they had shares with them for last year. So it means that you're also going to benefit that dividends every time that the company makes profit. So these are the main reasons why people want to go into shares. And I'm encouraging you to go into shares because the performance of shares this year are doing very well. How can you buy shares? That's one of the questions that people have been asking me every time I do a video on shares. You can't walk to, for example, MTN to say that, hey, I want to buy shares from you. You can't do that. Shares can be bought from listed companies through what we call stock brokers. So please, let's listen to the processes well. And when I do video, people come and they ask questions when we have solutions in the video. So there are a number of licensed stockbrokers in Ghana. If you go to stock exchange website right now and you type licensed stockbrokers, you see a tall list of them. IC Wealth, Republic Securities, Data Bank Brokerage, a number of them. I don't have the time to go through all, but you can go to their website and see a tall list of them. Whichever one you want, once you contact them, they will help you to open what we call the brokerage account. So the brokerage account will be open for you together with your Ghana card or any ID that they ask for. And then you fund that brokerage account and indicate to the broker that this is the share that I want to buy. Or you can seek for their advice on the shares that you can buy. Once the shares are available on the market, they will buy the shares for you and then you become a shareholder. Sometimes you can put in the request that you want to buy, let's say, 1,000 shares of MTN. But depending on the availability of the shares on the market, they can buy it in bit for you. So for example, they can buy this week 50 shares, another week can buy 200 shares, depending on the availability of the shares. Because at the moment, MTN is not issuing new shares. What they are doing is that people are buying, people are selling along the market. So that's how the stock market works. So guys, if you want to go into an alternative investment, you don't want to do treasury bills, you don't want to go and do forex trading, shares are performing very well in Ghana, and that's one area that you want to consider. So if you have learned something, please try and share this video. Save the video, share it, send it to your groups, put it on a WhatsApp status to advise people on how they can buy shares. Please, the final determination of the advice sits with the broker. So make sure the broker advises you on the shares you should buy. Don't rush and say that because you learned that Total is doing well, so I'm jumping into Total. Stockbrokers are licensed and they are trained to understand the market, and they will advise you on the shares that will work for you. So please, if you want to get shares in Ghana, very simple, whether you are watching the video outside Ghana or you are in Ghana, get in touch with a broker, register with a brokerage account, and then put in the money in the brokerage account to buy the shares that you want. And we are hoping that this year will be a very good year for shareholders who want to go into stocks in Ghana.